So you've been watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos trying to figure out whether you should upgrade from the Galaxy Note 8 to the Note 10, or maybe the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Well, that's what we're going to figure out today between me and you and everybody else, because they're all invited too, man. Everybody have a seat and let's get on with it. Let's do it. So let's dig into this real fast. Hopefully this doesn't end up being a super long video, but you know how I get, man. I'm a little long-winded. So the Galaxy Note 8 is right here. We got the Galaxy Note 10 Plus and the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. These are the top dogs in the Samsung lineup. As far as I'm concerned, the Note 9 was really just a slight bump up from the Galaxy Note 8. So that's why I don't upgrade every year. I upgrade every 2 years. So I went from Galaxy Note 8 to Galaxy Note 10. This year, I decided to step into the smartphone game just a little bit by upgrading to the Note 20. And I'll be honest with you, it is not worth the upgrade between these two. I've already done a video on that on my review of the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. It is not worth upgrading from the 10 Plus to the 20 Ultra. However, this right here, to me, this is a no-brainer. Okay, these phones are vastly different. The first thing up for grabs is the camera setup. Okay, the camera setup is definitely different. I mean, seriously, look at it. You got 3 cameras here, 2 cameras there. I mean, Samsung is doing some stuff, man. They got a time of flight sensor in this bad boy, and they got all kinds of like virtual reality stuff that nobody's ever going to use. But the camera assemblies is probably the first difference you're going to notice in picture quality. This is great, man. If you're running around with a Note 8 right now, you have a fantastic phone, okay? And you can just deal with it and you'll be perfectly fine. You won't feel like you're missing nothing. This is a fantastic phone. In fact, my wife chose not to do the upgrade that I did to the Note 10. And then when I got this phone a couple of weeks ago, she decided I don't want one of them either. She's good with her Note 8. She is perfectly fine with hers. So if you got a Note 8 right now, look, man, it's not that big of a deal. Life will not end if you do not upgrade to either one. However, if you do choose to upgrade, I do think the better value lies in the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. And here's why. Samsung is not offering any sweet deals on upgrading from the Note 8 to the Note 20. If you got a Note 9 or Note 10, they'll give you like somewhere in the range of $600 or something like that. Or maybe that deal's going. I don't even know. But that's the deal I got. $650 to trade this one in for this one. They don't even acknowledge this phone anymore. In fact, you're not getting any more software upgrades. And that's where the next biggest difference for me comes in. Outside of the fingerprint sensor, I mean, back here you got your sensor as a physical change. Up here it's embedded in the screen. But as far as performance and stuff like that, the Note 8 is a fantastic phone, and I'm sure you're loving it. That's why you're using it. And moving up to a 10, you do get a better performance in like the screen refresh. It's a lot buttery smoother, and it's more vibrant and everything like that. But that Samsung software, man, that's what gets me every time. Of course, you got your S Pen add-ons with the fancy stuff that the S Pen can do, but software is where it's at. Let me show you some things, man. Let me clear out my notifications. Okay, so here you have link to Windows, right? But this link to Windows versus this link to Windows is just different, man. You're just not going to get the same stuff. And there's also a few more software tweaks that you're going to have on the Note 10 Plus that you're not going to ever have on the Note 8 because Samsung is just done with this phone. So I've heard that there's going to be like 2 more major updates to the Note 10 Plus, which is great because Samsung is keeping up with their latest devices. That's always good to know. Samsung's been notorious for just dropping their older devices like a redheaded stepchild. So that's good. That's why I think this is the better value right now. When it comes to financing, you could probably find this phone. If Samsung is giving you $650 for it, for trading for this one, you can probably sell this phone right now or buy it for like $800, anywhere between $600 and $800. I'm sure of that somewhere, right? So that is a great upgrade, especially if you a person who are paying cash for a phone, man. Financing phones, I think it's a little silly, man. Like if you can't afford to buy something, don't be out there just financing stuff. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but come on, let's not go into debt over a mobile phone, okay? But now we want to talk about moving from the Galaxy Note 8 to the Galaxy S or Note 20 Ultra. And I say 10 Plus and I say Ultra because the other variants of these phones are just not worth purchasing. For a few more dollars, when I say a few more dollars, I mean a couple hundred actually, you do get the Ultra or the Plus, and it is absolutely worth it because they are leaps and bounds apart from their cheaper counterparts. So back to the Ultra. When we talk about cameras, bruh, seriously, do we really need to talk about cameras? Samsung went all out and decided not to make a phone. They made a camera and then slapped a phone on the back of the camera with the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. So that is the first thing that we're going to talk about right there. This camera is leaps and bounds better. The Pro mode, if you're a photographer, like a mobile phone photographer, or you are like a YouTuber or a content maker, this phone right here, and of course this one right here is going to be great. And this one is not that much better, but this one is the best out of the three. If you're a phone or a camera person, this is it right here. This is what you're going to want. But then we flip these bad boys over. Of course, you still got your fingerprint in the front on the screen versus on the back. Let me open this thing up. But when we get to screen real estate, going from the Note 8 to the Note 10 Plus is a pretty sizable jump in reality. I know the numbers don't mean that much because they're not that far apart, but when you look at them in size, they are vastly different. But when we get to the Ultra, man, look at that. It's like you can fit the whole phone inside of the screen of the Note 20 Ultra. So yeah, you're getting a more vibrant, faster, responsive screen, and it's just beautiful, man. As far as software goes, it is not even close. This phone right here, the Note Ultra, burns up both of them because you get the newest things. Even though a lot of the features are going to be ported over to the Galaxy Note 10, you're going to get this new link to Windows. If you're a Windows user, link to Windows is superb. Let me tell you that. It is superb. You can drag and drop content like photos. Hopefully at some point we'll be able to drag and drop files. You can use apps from your phone like Instagram and stuff like that on your PC via your phone mirroring with the screen on your PC. And of course you get wireless decks on this one. I don't know if this will actually have wireless decks. That could be a hardware thing, so I'm not sure. We'll have to see when Samsung updates this on the Galaxy Note 10. But software is the software in here is going to straight up slaughter the software baked into your Galaxy Note 8. So if software update is a major thing with you, Samsung is going to be updating their phones for about 3 years. So right now you're getting the latest and greatest, and then you got at least two more coming, right? And possibly even a third. Right here, you're done. Now, when it comes to software on these two phones, the Note 20 Ultra software completely just massacres the software on the Galaxy Note 8. It really does. It's just leaps and bounds better because it has all the tweaks and improvements and it has the hardware to back it up. So it's just not even close when it comes to hardware. So upgrading between the two, yes, it's a no-brainer. Yes, it is a vast upgrade, but economically and being a sound thinking person, the better value for me definitely lies in the Galaxy Note 20 or Galaxy Note 10 Plus. So if that's something you were considering, if you're going to take my advice, you're good here. This is a sound decision, and this is a fantastic phone for the next 2 years. I'm pretty sure of that. You can hold me to that. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus is a solid phone for the next 2 years. But if you must have the latest and greatest, and you want to be future-proof for a good 2 to 3 years, then the Galaxy Note 20 is where it's at. The big difference is going to be the finance part of it. So you can get this one cash for between $600 and about $800, maybe $850, right? Brand new. Okay. Or you can walk up in here and spend about $1,400 because Samsung is not recognizing this phone as trade-in worthy. So you're stuck out in the cold if you're buying a phone outright, man. You can't trade this in. I'm sure you can find a good deal somewhere. Hopefully you can, but for me, the better value lies in the Galaxy Note 20, or I'm sorry, I keep saying that. The better value lies in the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. And yes, they are both worth upgrading to if you have a Note 8. If you're someone like my wife who just doesn't care because you know you already own a great phone, because it is not necessary to upgrade. I'm just saying if you want to upgrade, it is worth it, okay? All right, man, so that's all I got for you on this particular episode and this subject. So let's go ahead and take an intermission, man. But until I get back, I want y'all to keep on taking care of each other, and I'll see you when I see you. Oh, so you wanted them cats that like to just run up in a place, take what you want, then leave, huh? Man, you better hit that subscribe and notification button. That way you know when I'm over here opening up new stuff. And while you're down there, you may want to consider tapping that join button and becoming a member, because membership has its perks. See, that wasn't so bad. All right, man, I appreciate you, and I'll see you at the next one.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?